Hey guys, Taj with a Random Fans here with another video. So right now I'm just so torn about how Nickelodeon was treating their newer cartoons incorrectly. What I'm talking about is their branded cartoons, Nicktoons, from like Harvey Beaks, It's Pony, and their two TNT, aka Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and and also possibly the Casa Grandes will be moved to Nicktoons Network as well. You so the problem with Nickelodeon is that they only care about SpongeBob and the Loud House because if you look at the two shows, they bring out a good success and made a ton of money off and from merchandise. And everybody else liked SpongeBob and the Loud House very much. SpongeBob was premiered had premiered in 1999, while the Loud House premiered in 2016. A spin-off of the Loud House, the Casa Grandes, was also introduced as well. But to be honest, it's canceled. The Casa Grandes are canceled. They were canceled by Nick. I mean, what's going on? People were predicting it would not be moved to Nicktoons. If it is, then Nickelodeon is truly falling in its prime and it's starting to dig a hole. Obviously, they're trying to like get more money. When It's Pony premiered, it worked out fine. But unfortunately, if they think nobody isn't tuning in, they could just move it other cartoons to Nicktoons, which is not a good idea. Maybe they could have do more advertisements for their new shows. Here, the problem with Nickelodeon is that they don't give new shows attention or more advertisement so people could tune in. They don't syndicate their advertisement promos of newer Nicktoons shows over on Cartoon Network, nor other sister channels. Not Nicktoons or Teen Nick or Nick Jr., the CW or other channels that are for grown-ups, teenagers, and adults. And the thing is because unlike Cartoon Network, who advertised We Baby Bear so hard and became a huge success, is that Nickelodeon never tries that before or something. If they did, then they have to try it again. I mean, I know Nick is the worst channel. Yeah, it's the worst. But it has gotten a little bit better. Is it? I don't think so. All they air is like SpongeBob at the Loud House, and someone said to me that Nickelodeon has fallen into a rabbit hole as of late. Every time they greenlit new shows, they do not go so well. This is the reason why Astronauts and Drama Club were had seen their way out of Nickelodeon. The problem, Nickelodeon doesn't treat their shows right. Yes, they treated It's Pony badly. They treated Bunsen is a Beast badly. They even treated Breadwinners badly. It's ridiculous. They treated Harvey Beaks badly. It's like Cartoon Network putting action shows on Saturday mornings. Saturday mornings I can understand because they brought back Toonami, but it was on Adult Swim. But obviously, moving them to Saturday mornings is not a good idea. They could have just put them on Friday nights rather than Saturday mornings. I guess Cartoon Network. I guess Cartoon Network is the only channel that doesn't burn off their channel or shows this time. I hope because so far we seen We Baby Bears premiered on Cartoon Network and became a huge success. And also, not only Nickelodeon has been treating their main shows like their branded Nicktoons and more, they also mistreated their preschool shows incorrectly. What I'm talking about are Abby Hatcher, Butterbean's Cafe, and Ricky Zoom, or probably something like that. Just like ju- just like Nicktoons, Boomerang, and Teen Nick, Nick Jr. is also used as a burn-off channel as well. What? You think what? Even Abby Hatcher was been treated badly. That's why Girls Rule Sundays on the Nick Jr. channel was introduced. Honestly, this is a bad idea. Treat Mistreating their shows incorrectly and burning them onto a channel, that is not alright. Not okay. Not to mention that if the show gets burned off to another channel, that means they don't get more attention anymore. Like when a month and a year comes, a show gets greenlit, but then suddenly Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network would pass their seasons and try to burn them off to Boomerang or Nicktoons. Cartoon Network used to do that. They used to burn off their channels. Thanks to previous general manager that we don't want to talk about. And and, and this time they stopped. Hopefully. The only channel that is still mistreating their shows incorrectly will be Nickelodeon, which is now starting to now dominate and began production with the Baby Shark movie and the Blue's Clues reboot movie. And started to focusing with newer shows for Paramount Plus. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still like Nickelodeon, but honestly, not how they treated their shows incorrectly, including their preschool content. I mean, it would be nice that the Nick Jr. blog on Nick would have like some girl shows to and have the variety on Nick Jr. on Nick, but unfortunately, just like what Nickelodeon would do, Nick Jr. is nothing but Peppa Pig, Blaze, Blue's Clues, and You. And of course, again, we got Paw Patrol. I mean, seriously, when every time when the show gets greenlit, it doesn't go well. They do not go so well. But the viewers are like tuning in. I mean, was that Nickelodeon blind or something, or are they? Okay, let me see. Here's the problem. The problem is that Nickelodeon doesn't give newer shows much advertisement or promos. I know it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous because honestly, not giving newer shows any advertisement promos, meaning that they're not going to get much attention and people won't tune in properly. Now that ain't fair. I mean, like when Baby Shark's Big Show premiered on Nick, and it has been receiving a melt spam so many times, but thankfully a stopped. Probably not. Now the only current slate with Nickelodeon today is that they need to like fix themselves right, and what Nickelodeon needs to do is to treat their new shows correctly, and they have to do it right by advertise them very good, not too much, and not less. They have to do it normally. I mean, do different promos. And also, try to advertise them very well. Not too much. Seriously, it's only... I mean, if you look at Cartoon Network, they're advertising their shows very well. I mean, only 2 promos during commercial breaks. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, you could actually you could actually do two promos in in during a commercial break. I'm sure Nickelodeon never does that before. Yeah, yeah, that's all I need to know. But when to talk about. Thank you.